What's going on? What's going on with everybody? Oh shit! I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. What's up with everybody? Oh no, I gotta go out that way. Oh man, I'm tripping. Yeah, what's up with everybody? Gotta cool my phone down. We'll see if anybody come by and I'll start going. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. Wait for a little bit for y'all to get in. If it goes in, dang, they just ain't saying none out. They was like, no, we're not pushing your it. We not pushing your it, HD. Okay. So they said I could make a right on North Lee Trevino. Alright. Wait for a little bit. Wait for a little bit. Keep y'all bad behinds there. This is some good news. Dig. It's already 2 minutes. Ain't nobody come through. Well, shoot, we'll wait then. Shoot, I ain't got no problem waiting. Wait before I start cooking. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. You know, if y'all not gonna donate or super chat, you know, at least just hit the like button so everybody knows, you know, that you guys are paying attention. This video probably ain't gonna get no views. What's up, Steve Alexander, my brother? None chilling, man. Got some news on the DCU. It's a thing called Elseworld. I don't know if you or anybody else is familiar with it. Let me see. Okay. Everything good? Okay. It's a thing called Elseworld. And basically it's a thing called Elseworld. DCU is basically they made, it's sort of like what they do in the comic books. They make an Elseworld story, or they call it one shots, where they'll take one of your favorite superheroes and they'll make a story out of it where either that person dies or other superheroes who you love die. It's, you know, that's why they call it Elseworld, so it doesn't mess with continuity. Continuity is the story continues, like it's up to date, like it's up to date and everything. There's nothing different. They don't kill certain characters off. They want to keep certain characters. Now on this Henry Cavill, there's a director named Vaughn. I can't think of his first name, but his last name's Vaughn. And basically, he said that he was interested in doing the Red Sun story. If y'all remember, that was a one-shot comic where Superman, instead of landing in the United States of America, he landed in Russia. And then you had Batman on there. Batman, he came up differently. You know, it was a lot of stuff that was a different story. It basically started all it is. Oh, what if Superman was this type of person, that type? In this one, he really wasn't evil. He just basically wanted to be a dictator, because he didn't like the way the world was. He was trying to get the world on one page where everybody worked together, and then You know, he got upset because they tried to take him out, and that's when he became the dictator Superman. So it shows Superman in another light, which I have no problem with. If you want to make these elseworld or elsewhere stories, and you want to make that type of Superman like the Injustice storyline, see, Daniel Snyder's stuff would have worked, in my opinion, if you were going to do that type of story. Put that shit in elsewhere or elseworld, whatever you call it. Put it somewhere else. Don't put it in my main continuity, where I like Superman to be good, like to be a goody two shoes. That's how I want my Superman. It is easy to make Superman a villain. It's easy. That's like lazy writing to me. I never liked it, the Injustice Superman. I never liked it, the Red Sun, all these other Superman. But when they weren't in real continuity, I was like, cool, do that shit over there. Don't put that in my main universe. My Superman needs to be hopeful. He needs to be the pillar of hope. Because if Superman goes bad in your universe is pretty shitty. That's what we found out with Dark Knight's Metal and all of that stuff with the Batman Whose Laughs. We found that out, how bad your universe is. Doomsday Clock, where Dr. Manhattan, basically when they tried to put everything back to normal, Dr. Manhattan kind of tinkered with everything. He tinkered with a lot of stuff. So, you know, when he tinkered with stuff, it kind of threw everything off. So when it threw everything off, then you had the new 52 Superman, and then the old Superman was still there. The old Superman, Lois, and then you had Jonathan Kent. They were in limbo, watching everything unfold, how everything happened, and then new 52 Superman and old Superman became one Superman after that. Like, it was crazy. But the director or producer, whatever he is, Vaughn, says that he would love to put Henry Cavill in a elseworld thing, and to me that would have worked. If The Rock, man, what is going on, man? That's why I don't like traveling out here, man. El Paso is trash. Like, these people on the east side cannot drive for shit. They suck. Now they're basically trying to say Henry Cavill could come back, but this is what The Rock should have done with Black Adam. But The Rock was so trying to be controlling, he didn't have a story after the fact. He could have made Black Adam versus Superman in an Elseworld story, or Elsewhere story. But no, he wanted all the control like James Gunn got. James Gunn came with a plan that will last past 5 years. You didn't. And see, this is the problem. We could have got another Black Adam. We could have got a Black Adam too, but The Rock, basically being the a-hole he is, forgetting that he's biracial, and he's not the white kind of biracial, he's black and Samoan. They had to put him in his place. So they gave everything to James Gunn. And we could have got a Black Adam, you know, in an Elseworld story. We could have finished that off. We could have finished the Snyderverse in the Elseworld, but Snyder messed up the budget so bad, it was like, what are we going to do? Now, Henry Cavill, if I'm him, I jump on this. Do you know how many fans would go crazy? He would be a perfect Red Sun Superman, because he was looking like a great Injustice Superman. He would be a great Red Sun Superman. He would kill it. Like, straight up. He would kill it. And he ought to do that. That would really work for him. I could see him as the Russian guy and all of that stuff. He got the look. He got the anger part of himself. He got the jawline and everything that matches. Now, what's going to happen? Because you got an Elseworld movie of Black Superman. You got a Black Superman coming, which everybody know there's a Black Superman in the comic books. He was the president on his Earth. You know, and this could work. You could introduce Steel later down the line, in the continuity part. But this story would be great for a one shot. For a one shot, that'll be dope. For an Elseworld story, hell, you can make a couple of them. You can make 3 of them, and it'll be dope. Now, some people are saying, well, this could be confusing. No, it wouldn't be confusing. Because all you have to do is say, you know what? You know what? This guy is this type of Superman. Corn Sweat is the other Superman. That'll be fine. So that will work. Dang, they just really ain't send out my stuff. That's cool. I'll stay on here for a little while. I ain't doing nothing but driving to the crib. But if you do this story, you got to get another Batman, and you got to get a Wonder Woman. Or unless they're going to butcher the story and put their own type of people in there. I mean, this will be dope. And then you can have an event where you bring it all together like an Infinity Crisis. That's what they're trying to do. Because they dropped Infinite Crisis Part 1, the cartoon, the animation. I'm going to watch that soon. But in my opinion, if I'm James Gunn, I get this continuity part off the ground. And then down the line, you can mix the Elseworld with the continuity together in an Infinite Crisis. You can make your own Infinite Crisis and destroy Marvel. Because DC's the one who came up with the multiverses and all this stuff, not Marvel. And they could do it if they do it right. You could take Henry Cavill, you could take another Superman and mix him in with the continuity Superman. Man, that shit'll be dope. But we got to see if they're creative like that. They might not be creative like that. They might F it up. So we got to see. We got to see if that will work. Because I think that'll work. You can mix the continuity with Elseworld down the line. That'll be crazy. Can you imagine an Infinite Crisis? You introduce the Batman who laugh in live action. You know how crazy that'll be? That shit'll sell record numbers. So they gotta make sure they know what they're doing. They can't mess around and F this up. James Gunn has got to have a great Superman movie. It's gotta be hidden. It's gotta be hidden and everything, you feel me? What's up, Strictly?
Important blood vessels.
But you know,
if that human's brain is moving slightly.
Hold on.
Here's the R1 robot.
I had to turn this thing off in the background. What's up, Strictly? But see, you could create your own Infinite Crisis. You could do a part 1, and then you could go into a part 2, a part 3, a part 4, all of that stuff. How I've been straight, bro, been grinding. But this is what you can do. You can mix all this stuff together. See, I had a problem with the Snyder stuff because that wasn't Superman. You made Superman into like he was a god, and he was never like that. Superman was human. He just so happened to have powers. Because Superman and Spawn are my 2 favorite comic book characters. So this is the stuff I'm trying to talk about. They're trying to take me to panel at my that'll be dope. Now, Red Sun would, like I say, set place in Russia. It was set, excuse me. It would be a setting in Russia. That's how you would do it, which I think would be dope. to do that storyline. And then what you could do is, hell, you could cross over to Superman that Henry Cavill plays, or others that could cross over to the Batman that Matt Reeves has. You know? So that's how I'm looking at it. You can use Henry Cavill in any type of story that's Elseworld and still make money. See, this is smart. This is smart what James Gunn is doing. But he's got to hit with Superman Legacy. HD rolling around in the wheel. Oh yeah, you already know. No, I will not be watching the Super Bowl. Not at all. I told you I'm done. I'm done with sports, dog. I am done with sports. Like I'm not saying how long I'll be done. I'll probably watch here and there, but I am not live streaming that bullshit no more. I'm done. If I do something, I will go back and show y'all the games and stuff and break down the film. I'm gonna open up a Patreon so I can show y'all the full games and show y'all the stuff that I see. Yeah, it's gonna be trash. I'm not watching that BS. You got one guy who is the most overrated quarterback I've ever seen, who's being carried by the team, and then you got another guy who has not had a great postseason ever. He's just been average, and he's lucked up because he's had guys to bail him out. So, do I have a 10 NBA all-time centers? No, I forgot to do it. Thanks for reminding me, Abyss. I might do that today. I forgot to do my top 10 centers list. Thank you, Abyss. I forgot. Dang, I forgot. And I wrote it down. I don't know where I wrote it down at. I'm glad you reminded me, Abyss. I forgot to do it. It was supposed to be the top 10 centers. Like SINNER centers of all time. That's what we used to call the centers back in the day, because they used to be dirty. They used to knock you around, get rebounds, all of that stuff. College football screwed up just like the NFL. They screwed us. So I'm not watching sports. If it got a betting line, the game is controlled. I know the Pro Bowl is trash because they might as well just get rid of it. I don't know why they're trying to do the Pro Bowl. Don't nobody want to play in the Pro Bowl. They make too much money now. They don't have to do the Pro Bowl. UFC's okay, man. I'm a boxing guy. I watch boxing, but UFC's okay. I watched it. I'm just not into it like that, but it's okay. The point guard, two guard, small, and power forward list you made was great. Oh yeah, I appreciate it, Abyss. I'll do the top 10 centers. I'll do the top 10 centers today. I'll do that. I forgot to make that list. That is crazy. I forgot to make that list. Damn, I forgot that list. I literally forgot about that list. But if you're coming in late, Henry Cavill might play the Red Sun version of Superman. If you remember the Red Sun, that's when Superman accidentally landed in Russia. It's a great story. If you got a chance, go to a comic book store or order it online. Order the Red Sun Superman. It's a good story. You ought to read it. It's pretty dope. You know, it's pretty dope. You ought to check it out. Strictly, I told you I don't have time to listen to no songs. I don't have time, bro. Like, my schedule is busy. I got things I gotta watch. I got things I gotta put together. I'm working on this next album. No more whack shit. I gotta work on that. By next year or the year after next, I'm gonna start putting videos up, like music videos. You know, so it's a lot of stuff I got going on, bro. I don't have no time. So, but we're looking at this. Now, if Redson turns out to be a great film, depicted and all of that, I could see Henry Cavill in a form of an infinite crisis down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be dope, because you can have you can have him basically combined with other stories, and that'd be dope to have others do what you got to do. No, I don't, Abyss. You know, that's a hard list to do, because you got to go by eras. But I try to work on that, but it's a tough list. That's going to take a long time to do. But Henry Cavill, man, that'll be dope. I hope he comes back to play the Red Sun Superman. I think he would make a great Injustice or Red Sun Superman. The way they had him depicted, I think he'll be dope. Top 50 greatest quarterbacks. I'm not doing a top 50 greatest quarterbacks list. No. I would do a top 10. I'll do a top 10 quarterbacks list. So we got a lot of stuff, man, to look forward to. I'm just hoping if they do this, I just hope they do it correctly. They don't make it cheesy or stupid. As soon as you make it cheesy or stupid or boring, you know, it ain't gonna work. But I am not doing no top 50 quarterbacks list. But Infinite Crisis will be dope. I think that'll be real dope if they could do that. What's up, Mr. CM23? Baseball players, top 10 of all time. It's kind of hard to do a top 10 baseball players list. Baseball is a real hard list to. You could say your 10 favorite. I'll give y'all my 10 favorites, but I'm not gonna make that's way too much. Strictly, I'm not doing no top 25 receivers. I'll give you a top 10. That's it. That's it. I'm not giving y'all all that. That's too much. If you are after the top 10 list, man, nobody cares. I love football. What's your favorite team? The Tampa Bay Succaneers. The garbage Succaneers. With Caker Trashfield at quarterback. man, the Succaneers suck. We suck. Because we about to pay Caker Trashfield. Once we pay him, you know, it's like, what are we doing? Yeah, Mike Evans is coming back too. Yep. Pretty much. You already know. Says that he wants him back. Top 10 boxers. Yeah, I'll do that later. I don't know off the top because it's hard because it was different divisions, but I still got Sugar Ray Robinson as the top. I forgot who I got at number 2. Yeah, different divisions and eras, but Sugar Ray Robinson was my favorite boxer of all time. That dude was a bad man for real. Like for real. That boy. Top 10 heavyweights. I think I got Riddick Bowe number 1. I think I got Riddick Bowe 1. Again, I gotta go look at the list. Tyson as the GOAT, that's cool, but nah. Tyson's in my top 5, maybe 8 heavyweights of all time. Tyson. Larry Holmes was good. Marciano. You had a lot of guys. I don't have Floyd as the greatest defensive boxer ever. Can't give that to Floyd because there's been others that have been. I don't know how to explain it. I just wasn't a Frazier Foreman guy. I think Tyson's better than them, in my opinion. I don't know, Bud got to stop boxing. Once he retires from boxing, I'll get my ranking on Bud. But he's not ranked right now. Bud is the best pound for pound boxer I feel today. But overall, yeah, Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, man. Man, boxers, man. That's why I said it's hard. You can't just throw you just can't say the greatest of all time, dog. There's a lot of other guys who could claim that. What up, Chappelle? Chappelle in the house. I hope you're safe on that road, Chappelle. I hope you're safe on that road, sir. Oh man, Zab was nice. B-Hot was okay. Yeah, Jack Johnson. You got Dempsey, the famous Dempsey roll. you you got so many boxers, man. It's so hard to gauge. Yeah, Roberto Duran, Lennox Lewis, you know, bro, it's so many raw boxers out there, bro. You just can't pick one. Like everybody wants to say this greatest of all time. I'm like, bro, greatest of all time does not exist. The person who said the greatest of all time in boxing was Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali dubbed that. In basketball, you had Earl Manigault. Earl Manigault was the GOAT of basketball. There was no such thing as a GOAT. Earl Manigault was the GOAT. They called him the GOAT. You got the movie The GOAT, the true story behind Earl Manigault. That's why I never call Michael Jordan the GOAT. I never call Kobe Bryant the GOAT. I just say they were great basketball players. Earl Manigault is the GOAT. Like straight up. There's no LeBron. There's not. Earl Manigault is the GOAT. Boxing, Muhammad Ali's the GOAT. That's what he is. Me, I just pick who my favorite is, who I think is great. You know, Muhammad, you gotta show respect. These guys don't show respect. Yeah, Felix Trinidad was a beast. Oh yeah, marvelous Marvin Hagler, dog. I know Chappelle. They don't know about Hagler, bro. Everybody want to bring up Floyd, and listen, I don't hate Floyd, but dog, if you watch a Marvin Hagler fight, you know what I'm saying, or on what was the other guy? Man, I can't think of the other guy name. Hearns, Hitman Hearns. You had Hitman Hearns. You had Marvin Hagler. You know, these guys were kidding me. These guys did not play when it came to that ring. They ain't play. They ain't play at all. Fury pulled out again. Oh man, Fury pulled out again. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. Yeah, we said that. Work ethic. Oh, you talk about Earl Manigault? No, Earl Manigault wasn't the most skilled. The most skilled basketball player to me of all time was Kobe Bryant. Kobe was the most skilled basketball player to me. Earl Manigault could do it all. He was athletic. Like he just was athletic. He could play. He could go left. He can go right. I think he had a little mid-range shot, but Earl played the game like he was 5'10, 5'11, dunking on 7-footers, crossing guys, getting to the next level. Guy was a beast. Okay, yeah, we get rid of him. Yeah, he was a jack of all trades, correct. BY said F the Rock. I already know. Christian already told me about it, man. The Rock, see, this is, I'm glad BY you came in here. The Rock, all he had to do was move Black Adam to DCU Elseworld. He could have had an Elseworld story somewhere else. He could have did it in Elseworld. He could have continued this project. You could have did the Snyder stuff over there, but Zack Snyder done burnt his bridges so bad with the company, they had to let him go. But see, The Rock was pissed off. He wanted the James Gunn deal, but he didn't have a plan past the past 5 years. He only talked about Black Adam versus Superman. That was it. And he was going to introduce all these non-relevant characters. Yeah, that would have worked. It would have been great if you would have put that in Elseworld or Elsewhere comics. Like you know, the comic books. You know how you got the comic books, you got the Elseworld, like the one shots. That's what he could have done. But now you could put Henry Cavill. Yeah, dog, you could put Henry Cavill. Corn Sweat, he looked like Hugh Jackman to me, but I guess. Check out the documentary called For the Kings. It's about Hagler, Hearns, Leonard. Yeah, I saw that, Chappelle. I got to watch it again. Thanks, Chappelle. You reminded me of that movie. I got to watch it again. But see, listen, B. Wyatt. If Henry Cavill plays the Red Sun Superman and this Superman blows up and they do the black version of Superman, that blow up, we can have an Infinite Crisis. If Superman Legacy, which is in continuity, if that blows up, dog, we can have our first Infinite Crisis, bruh. You know how dope that'll be in live theatrical, like viewership? That'll be crazy. That'll be awesome. If we could put that in live action, that'll be dope. Greatest comedians of all time. Greatest comedians. I don't have a greatest. I don't have a greatest of all time list. I just give y'all my favorites. I got comedians. The greatest to me comedian, in my opinion. I got I got to sit down and do it. I can't think right now. Keep it on subject, y'all. We're talking about the Henry Cavill thing. Bro, they should do Vertigo movies with people like Sandman and Grendel. They should do Vertigo, BY, but the problem with Vertigo is I don't know if they're going to shoot it correctly. You know, I don't know if they're going to shoot it. That weird division of DC. It's not that. The problem is, B. Wyatt, the people of Warner Brothers won't stay out the way. The people at Warner Brothers, they want to stick their thing in everything. Like, they'll have a plan and then they'll mess it up. But the thing with Zack Snyder is Zack Snyder made his movies way too long. So when it was time to cut certain stuff, that cut intricate parts of the movie. So the studio was pissed off. Then his daughter died. And he just stepped away from them. They were trying to get the movie out, but it was too big of a runtime. And this is why I was trying to tell people when they did the Snyder cut, that's how it was supposed to be, 4 some hours. But the studio told them, no, let's do it for 2.5 hours. Because 4 hours was way too long. And they're right. It's way too long. You don't want to do that. Yeah, Martin Lawrence was a beast. Carlin, Pryor, Dangerfield, Eddie Murphy, exactly. You know, it's hard. So that's the thing. All these superheroes. Yeah, the Snyder Cut was good. The only issue I had with the Snyder Cut was the ending. I felt like Darkseid should have fought Superman. A Scores movie though. Yeah, that's true. They would. But people don't want they movies like that though. Yeah, 3 hours. Like you could have made it 3 hours or maybe 2.5. I would have made it 2.5. I I think 4 hours in a movie theater is too long unless like the movie is really hitting like that. Dark Side or Thanos? Dark Side. The reason I got Dark Side is Dark Side has 1 million copies of himself. Plus, he could transport Thanos to a different dimension where Thanos can't use the snap. And not only that, Dark Side is a great fighter. Yeah, BY split it up into 1 and 2, like he's doing with Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder, like he's doing with Rebel Moon, he should have did that with the Snyder cut. He should have did a part 1 and then a part 2. It would have been dope like that. I would have did part 1 Snyder cut Justice League, then I would have did the part 2. That would have been dope. Batman versus Iron Man. I would say Iron Man. I would say Iron Man because the thing about Iron Man doesn't need prep time. Iron Man like works right here and there. Batman needs prep time. He needs a lot of prep time to get his stuff off. Iron Man don't. Iron Man built his heart thing in a cave. And I love Batman more than Iron Man. Batman, I think, is a better guy than Iron Man, but Iron Man, dog, come on. Iron Man built the Hulk Buster. He built the Eternals Buster. Like, are you kidding me? Iron Man would destroy Batman. It's not even close. Batman's intelligent and a strategist, but Iron Man is a genius and a builder. He can build. He's like a MacGyver. Yeah, Black Panther richer than both of them. But Batman can't compete with Iron Man. Now, if you're talking about a fight, if Iron Man didn't have the suit, then yeah, Bruce Wayne would beat his ass. But no, Iron Man would have beat him. It's not even close with Iron Man and Batman. Batman need prep time. Iron Man don't. Iron Man get it going right then and there. Like Iron Man, and plus not only this, Iron Man has a contingency plan within a contingency plan. Batman got a contingency plan, but his contingency plan is when things are like bad, like if the world's about to end or the universe about to end or something. Iron Man got a contingency plan on the go and down the line. He got a plan. Oh man, everybody hated that on BY. But see, let me tell you this, BY. The Batman versus Superman wasn't how it was supposed to go. Batman and Superman were investigating something. They ran into each other. Superman found out about Batman through the mask. Batman found out about Superman because he put a tracking device on him. So they found out each other's identity. However, Superman and Batman story where Batman got Lois knocked up and stuff, that's a story, but that's an elseworld story. That's not even in continuity. That's why I said Zack Snyder should have made his Snyderverse for the elseworld. He should have did an elseworld where this was the Superman of that time. But dog, Batman, they made Batman a psychopath. Batman always had control. He always would analyze the situation. Batman would not have jumped in there to damn near kill Superman over a frame of Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor framing him and blowing that building up. Yeah, world's finest. Thank you, B. Wyatt. Way better. That's what they should have. That's what they should have done. They should have did world's finest. Professor X or Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. But I don't know. Professor X could go inside his mind and twist his mind and kill him. Professor X could kill everybody with his mind. And now he walks around with the cerebral helmet, so he could kill you like that. But Doctor Strange could come up with an incantation on the spot and get rid of you or put you somewhere else. The presence or one above all. I think the one above all. Yeah, B. Wyatt, that's not even an even matchup, right? Daredevil or Cyclops? Cyclops. Cyclops would destroy Daredevil. Thank you, B. Wyatt. That is a dumb Professor X versus Doctor Strange. Like, Professor X could turn into Onslaught and use telekinesis or telekinetic abilities on a Omega level, right? The Thing or Hulk. I'm done strictly. Superman or Sentry? Superman. Superman would kill Sentry. The Sentry is Superman would destroy him. Thor, Martian Manhunter. Probably go with Thor. Okay, y'all getting ridiculous with this stuff. But if Henry Cavill could come back and play the Red Sun, that would be dope. I think this could be on the verge of doing an Infinite Crisis. I think we could get an Infinite Crisis going if we can how do I say it? If we can get Henry Cavill doing what he's supposed to do. If he gets this off the ground. Red Sun gets off the ground, I think we could start doing the Infinite Crisis. We could also bring Robert Pattinson in on it. Robert Pattinson could cross over and do Infinite Crisis. Yeah, be wider Kingdom Come. Exactly. We could do Kingdom Come. Like, it's so many movies we could do. They're going to do the Green Lantern strictly. They're doing a show called The Lanterns. You're going to have Jon Stewart and you're going to have Hal Jordan. So you're going to have both Green Lanterns. And what might happen is once Jonathan Majors does this appeal and he's cleared of everything, Jonathan Majors could be your new he could be your new Jon Stewart. So be on the lookout for that, B. Wyatt. Jonathan Majors, if he's cleared of everything, he might become your new Jon Stewart. Right, exactly, B. Wyatt. They could do that. They could make any Justice Unlimited episode a movie. Jerry Lucas or Dave Duboisier for power forward. Lucas. I'll probably go with Lucas. Who would you do Flash against? You can't really do Flash against anybody because called him you stupid bearded monkey. Bob McAdoo. Flash, you would probably put Flash against Reverse Flash. everybody love to say, oh, Flash against Quicksilver. You can't compare Marvel or DC guys, dog, because Marvel is made differently than DC. It's made real different than DC. DC has a speed force. Marvel doesn't. Marvel has his multiversion, their multiverse. DC has it. Yeah, be wide he can. The only person who would give the Flash problems is Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog would give Flash problems because Sonic is so OP with the speed. But if we're talking about human or mutant or whatever, yeah, Flash would beat anybody. Because, dude, Flash ran so fast, he destroyed time. Like, he changed the multiverse, bro. He's that fast. So there's nobody who's messing with him on that type of level. He said, I love the running jokes that the Powerpuff Girls are OP. They really are if you think about it. What's up, MDT? Chilling? Beastin'. They F the city up playing tag. Right, B. Wyatt. F the whole city up playing tag, yo. They really are OP, though. The Powerpuff Girls, dog, I would throw them in a series and let them go to work. The person who you got to worry about is Bubbles. If you mess up Bubbles or something she loves, she gonna beat your butt. Yeah, he was Abyss Void. He was. Batman Beyond was not overrated. Strictly, what are you talking about? Batman Beyond was great. Terry McGinnis, you wildin'. You were wildin'. Oh, Buttercup went hard. Bubbles, Blossom, they ain't play. Yeah, like strictly like 20 years old. Exactly. How good was George Mikan? Oh man, George Mikan was the greatest winner before Bill Russell. George Mikan's he was the reason the Minneapolis Lakers had all those championships. He's probably one of the greatest. Like, I got George Mikan in my top 5 of Lakers of all time. Every time I talk about centers, George Mikan, I always put George Mikan over Shaq, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. George Mikan revolutionized the game from the big man position. He said he's 26. You don't act 26. You act like you 19. Am I watching Monday Night Raw? What time does it come on? What time Monday Night Raw come on? Yeah, Mikan was way better than Shaq. Mikan, see, listen, George Mikan had skills. Shaq didn't have skills. Shaq was great at dunking the ball and just running people over. Yeah, dog. Shaq was a bum, dog. BY saying LMAO, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thanks, Mr. CM23. Shaq, the Ultimate Warrior. Right, the Ultimate Warrior Goldberg, exactly. That's all Shaq is. Like Shaq is just a hater, dog. Listen, I exposed Shaq a long time ago. I told everybody Shaq was a hater. Yeah, he always fouled out in the fourth quarter. Every time you depended on Shaq, you lost. If it wasn't for Kobe bailing their ass out all the time, the Lakers wouldn't have 3 championships. The Lakers would not have won anything. Kobe, this is why Shaq was lax. Shaq knew he could be lax because he had Kobe out there. Kobe got tired of it. Robert Horry got tired of it. All of these guys didn't like Shaq. Everybody tried to make it as Shaq, Kobe. No, it was Robert Horry had a problem with Shaq. That's why Robert Horry was off the team when they lost to the Spurs. I think in the divisional. I think it was the divisional round. The year before they got Malone and Payton and all of them. Him and Horry, it's an interview where he was talking trash, and Horry said, well, if we didn't have a fat behind center who always come in here lazy, not working, then we would be better, because Shaq was giving up easy dunks, easy backside plays, Robert Horry looking for the help, Kobe looking for the help on the pick and roll, Shaq wasn't stepping out. Dog, y'all don't understand. Like, it wasn't just Kobe. Everybody loves to blame Kobe. It wasn't just Kobe. Like, I understand people don't like Kobe. You don't like him, but it wasn't just Kobe. It was the team. Just like with Scottie Pippen on the Bulls. Scottie shouldn't be in no damn Hall of Fame. The guy who should be in the Hall of Fame is Horace Grant. Horace Grant is the reason Mike got those 3 championships early on. And then Dennis Rodman was the reason he got those second 3 championships. Like, nobody wants to tell the truth. Everybody wants to talk about nonsense. Everybody wants to try to make a depiction out of something, glorify something. Yeah, if the Lakers kept Horry, yeah, they'd have beat the Pistons. That's who they were missing. Robert Horry was a better defender than Karl Malone at that time. But Karl Malone got hurt. If Karl Malone wouldn't have been hurt, the Lakers could have had a chance. Dang, that. Oh, okay, MDT. Oh, so MDT, you an Aquarius. I knew you had to be an Aquarius. Oh, yeah, of course. Horry does. Because Olajuwon and Duncan were raw, dog. They were great players, dog. People just don't want to give them no love. But yeah, I got some business to take care of, man. Shout out to Strictly Unapologetic. Make sure y'all go to his page. MDT Sports, go to his page. Scrub Zero, Jag Sports with Jose, Carcino for Life, all of his channels and Patreon. Jeff Bone the Bonehead, Kingdom Cast with C-Pen. Who did it this time? Lobo, L0B0. Make sure y'all go to his page. We did something last night on what he said about the rig stuff in sports. Who else? And if I missed you, I apologize. You guys be safe. I'm out. Deezy.